Scorpio, this is your channel messages for the 15th to the 20th of September. Scorpio the dead. Oh, Scorpio, how they like to steal from the dead, right? Perhaps you're supposed to be playing dead. You are dead unbeknownst to you. Or am I getting you're really stealing from a dead person? Who steals from a homeless girl? Who does that? Okay, Scorpio. Am I getting something was claimed after your death? Or something had to be deemed to be dead so somebody else could have claimed it. This could be your name. Because I should say that a lot of times when I have caller ID, thanks to Rogers Canada, you can know if your ex's ex is calling them thanks to caller ID. No more can they store their name as side man from the playfield or my gym bro. No. With Rogers X being Rogers Canada, they'll make sure that they show their ex's first and last name, so you can get fucking upset with knowing that your man is still talking to his ex. Rogers Canada, right? So me getting somebody take your things and give somebody else. You have to play dead. Something had to be deemed dead. Maybe somebody gave your shit to their ex, or I don't know. You know what the fuck's happening, Scorpio? Anyways, me getting also my more messages for you. Scorpio, I'm also getting something about being a good tarot reader. What makes you a good tarot reader? Okay, so get ready with me while I tell my public what makes a good tarot reader. So everybody have their different opinions on what makes a great tarot reader. There are people who are 70 years older than me, 60 years older than me, 50, 40. I just up at the 30, and there are tarot readers or people in the dark arts who decide to participate in these things even if they're young. Maybe them had parents. Yeah, the high priestess. Maybe your mother was a high priestess. Now, I find it very destructive when your mothers are high priestess and them don't tell them children. Usually it's because your mother the magic on you, which is why she never told you. Because me meet people on weird apps where you can talk to people on video. They will tell you, say, yeah, my mom and dad or my mom into these things. My mom did buy me my first tarot deck. I learned to read tarot by age 8. Some parents and crystals all over them house and these things. So some parents will tell you. So maybe your parents never tell you that they use you for a ritual, the death card. Are you you know what's happening? I feel like I know what's happening. I feel like the elephant that's in the room, Scorpio, is that you're dead. I don't think you're dead. I think there's no record of you ever existing. I think that's the issue. It's not that you're dead. You're here. You're here. We're looking on you. We smell you. We know what you feel like. We know how much you weigh. I don't believe that this is a thing where you're dead, Scorpio. I think you were never... Me getting it never existed, which also could brings us back to birth documents. There's no record of you being born. There's no record of you being born to your parents. They don't know where you come from. Maybe they need to actually bring it. Well, it depends on who them think you are. Because if the public believes, the public either believes say you're dead, the public believe that you did die in some type of car crash, suicide, whatever issue. Maybe you were a sacrifice unbeknownst to you. Because I know especially in America, you'll see some ladies in the streets and they have signs that them daughter dead and they want money for the funeral, but them daughters are back in foreign countries living life. The mothers just get a chance to come out of the country and them started to turn beggars. I say that all the time. Them will have pictures of them daughter, pictures of girls on the street, on the highway begging for money. Who are these girls? So I'm getting something about that, or again, I'm getting it never existed, which would be deemed as death. You have a death record, you'd have a birth record. So where the fuck it came from? You should ask my fucking parents. They're talking about the fact that they don't like my tits showing out of my... They're talking about how I dress, what I do, how my grammar is, what I should have been in life. You should ask them where the fuck they got me from. Anyways, let's go ahead and go into your reading. Oh yeah, I'm sorry, I diverted. Scorpio, I'm getting a question you're asking, what makes a good tarot reader? No, it depends on what type of tarot you want to read. You want to be a Cassandra hoe? That's what you want to be. You want to be an orange card hoe? Apply for Cassandra. Them teach me information and never call me back. Story of my fucking life, right? All because of undocumentation. Not only undocumentation when it comes on to, and I'm getting that's a big secret. You never existed. You're here, but show me documents. No, even if you have documents, because people get fake driver's license all the time. I know a lot of people who cannot read or write and them have a license and them drive a car. So documents is the least of your problem. But me getting if you're a spiritual child, if your mother was a high priest, Hierophant. If you were a spiritual child, your mother was a high priestess, or your real parents were Vatican guardas, me getting there's a significance as to where the fuck you come. Why you? Look how much homeless people on the streets. Nobody give a fuck where them come from, but you're the target. So again, what makes a good tarot reader? Them can say your morals, who taught you, your training. This is just my honest opinion as to what makes a good tarot reader. I mean, if you want to do this commercially, like YouTube and these things, because this is tarot for commercial. Reading tarot, this is how you do commercially. Otherwise, you'd be a woman what only people in Hollywood know, and you invite them to certain parties to participate in rituals, read tarot for them, and nobody would know your name. That's usually real tarot readers. Anyways, again, I said this for the 5th time. What makes a good tarot reader? This is my opinion. So how do you know what's good for the viewers and people who want to be in tarot? This is my opinion. What makes a good tarot reader? How susceptible you are to magic. Because you say when you enter this game, you have people who in this game before you. And if your mother, you don't know your mother is a high priestess and she don't like you, and when you did bond, things happen, and she see your destiny, she either gonna use it against you or she gonna use it for you. Also, yeah, the tarot for commercial. People are gonna say you feel like you're a tarot reader, you feel like you can do this, and I claim you're one of us. Okay, we're gonna do magic on your blood clot, make your life fall apart, make you shave off your head, make you homeless. Speaking of homelessness, Picket Tree Tarot, Astro Queen, inside. What she doing outside? Readings. What is this? What is this? Tell her to go near a window and open a fucking window. Why is she outside on the fucking sidewalk? To Astro Queen, Picket Tree Tarot, Shantae Long, Shantae Picket Long, you already have been through your pilgrimage with homelessness. So have I. I just complete my homelessness pilgrimage last year. What she do on the sidewalk? I read on the fucking sidewalk. Inside. The fuck is this? Outside, the ambulance truck is behind her. The fucking police is woo in the fucking reading. She have to take a break. And the ground look dirty. I don't know if she burned incense. Okay, thank you for burning the incense to bless the sidewalk. Inside! The fuck she doing outside? The fuck she take this thing? What she take this thing for? She think she can come in and come out when she want? Inside! You better change your background or to go back to face readings. Inside Picket Tree, inside Shantae Long. Oh, what the fuck is this? Anyways, to me, that is what determines if you're a good tarot reader or not. Scorpio, the death card. No, usually tarot deal with death. The tarot is not only the pilgrimage about life, the baby, the Leo card, the sun card, you have your first baby. You're a woman by yourself, you develop intuition, you have your first period. The high priestess have pomegranate, she's very fertile. That means, yeah, exactly, Leo, the strength card, you're going through insecurities in life. The tarot doesn't only talk about life, it talks about death too. Because we have a death card. How do you transition? Because one thing, there's a lot of, the tarot teach you everything. The Fool card teach you, either you're just born or you just start something. A new job, a new love, anything, a new sports, or this is what you say you want to be in life. Then you have the high priest, it goes on and on. The Hierophant talks about your morals. You want to go Hollywood, where you're willing to give feet. That's where the Hierophant comes in. The tarot, the 22 cards of the major arcana take you through the life cycle. The strength card is now on the screen. The strength card represents your ego, who you are in life. Are you a Keanu Reeves actor? Are you an actor who don't give a fuck about nobody else? How are you? Also, it talks about insecurities. You're just going on one job. All the people insecure about you. That's why you are get bullying. So you feel like you need to look older. That's an insecurity that's being projected on you. Also, the strength card can talk about the insecurities. You just meet a man. Even if you just say you're never ever insecure before in your life. You always know that he would have been with a body. You never have an insecurity until you meet this man. Whether the man tell you, bully you, to make you feel insecure, or the man has never, ever, ever said anything about your beauty. But for some reason, you get very insecure. You start to say, what me can do for look pretty? I need to add here. Yeah, deal with the strength. You have to overcome that. But also, tarot, I'm going to tell you, tarot is Necromancy, tarot is a type of occultic thing, so it will deal with the dead. Aleister Crowley made tarot cards. It will deal with the demonic side. Not only the demon, the devil card as in your temptations, whether you're married or not, whether you're overspending on stuff, whether you were a good sister or husband or wife to somebody. But the devil card can also talk about you being a great wife, but you're addicted to crack. You're being a great boyfriend, but you deal with your own. Your sexuality might be different. So me getting to me, if that was a question you were asking, that is my opinion. So maybe a male needs to take what I said and pretend it was his saying. Also, if you were never registered, I'm getting a male registered you as him. I'm getting a lot of money has been stolen from you by a lot of people. Me getting you up against a big organization for proof say you is somebody who was never registered. But me getting terror, me getting something about the terror. Me literally getting a big movie about somebody who was never registered or somebody who never had an identity, and people or this big entity use them identity, exploit them. But me getting something about terror did expose it. Me getting the movie. This sound like HBO Max, not HBO Max. Me getting the movie that involve a terror reader. Something about using terror, yeah. The hermit card, you clothed. Something about using terror for expose something. And me getting it undoubtedly. You can't deny that terror wasn't used for solve this. Anyways, so yeah, to me, that's what makes a good tarot reader. Now, how do you be how do you be susceptible to magic? How you be a good whether you're the one who is performing the magic or the magic is being done on you? Some people just recognize it through them life and them see the patterns, and they see that these patterns are not because of H2O and gravity. It's because of supernatural forces that we cannot see. Other people have been doing motherfucking magic since the day you were motherfucking born, ho. So is it that they will tell you? Anyways, Scorpio, I don't want to go into your pilgrimage. I'm just telling you what I have learned through mine. That is what makes a good tarot reader. How susceptible you are to magic. If it's easy for the magic on, okay, that not have nothing to do with whether you get access to people like Akashic records or demons or angels give you information without you researching it. Talking about reading. Yeah, you need to read a book. Bitch, you're a tarot reader. Don't you get downloads? Don't have big archback demon come to you in the night and have one big silver spoon, and him a take the spoon. You see him a take the spoon and I feed a hungry corpse. Talking about fucking reading. God blood clot library. Library whore. Library, the same library you're probably getting cummed on in. Sweetie, you can't talk to me, sweetie. I have a demon, a big bat demon, a big motherfucking huge ass demon with a blood clot, big spoon and a spoon longer than him. Feeding a fucking hunger ass child something, and him keep a feed the child and the child now get big. Sweetie, reading. That's what the fuck we're doing. Even if you're uneducated and you write down, me, no one, this gal, forget nothing. That is magic. As long as it was written down in words. Read a book. Oh, you not get downloads? Who is your archangels? Who is your legions of the? Who is your princes? You have none. That's why you keep at the magic. You keep at the magic and none will come to you. If them come to you, you want to lose your blood clot beauty. You want to lose every blood clotting if they come to you. You summon them. That's the difference. Yeah, summon the demon never find you. Let's go. Scorpio the Dead. We're 14 minutes in, but sometimes I like to watch very lengthy readings. I can watch it and relax. Let's go. Scorpio. First card out is the Fool card. So we're starting the Fool's journey. We're starting the tarot. We said this already in the beginning. The Fool card talks about initiation, journey throughout your life. Is the Fool. You just meet a girl you want to date her. You just fall in love. You don't know how you're going to stay. You only know yourself when you was not in love. So now here's the Fool card. The Fool card can be initiated into business, be initiated into love, any single thing in life. But you start off as a fool, as in you don't know what the future holds. You might try to control it, you might even try to predict it, but you don't know. So I'm getting you starting over, or maybe you're relearning something. Maybe you heard a term. For example, you hear about terror. You never really knew what it was. I'm getting when a college educated person sit down and tell you, when a professor sit down and tell you what it is, you're like, oh, it's really intelligent. So how you know that? How you know that? By looking at it. Okay, don't a lot of times when you go into psychologist's office, they will show you things and tell them what you say. You don't. That's why when tarot readers start go through them magic or things, they will get referrals to psychologists, because you have to talk out all of your secrets, what you say, what you don't say. You don't think there's real blood clot Masonic people on top who really can do this thing? Yeah. Enough times psychologists will show you a picture and say, tell me what you say. When you're learning to read tarot, this is the first thing I would teach. You look on a picture first. Don't even know what it is. You don't even have to read a book when you have the tarot. Look at every card. Tell me what you seen of this. Maybe we'll see the obvious. Yeah. You remember sometime in fucking high school, these teachers will say, excuse me, could you read the paragraph? Yes, I can read the paragraph. Okay. All right. So read it for the class. Listen to how you speak to yourself. Use kind words. And Vanessa, what do you interpret that as? Okay, well, listen how you speak to yourself. That means the way how you speak to yourself is a reflection of how you speak to others. If you don't use kind words and gentle words and soft words to yourself, that means, you know, it won't be reciprocated to others. It also says use kind words. So don't go around saying, oh, I'm ugly, I'm broke, I'm insecure. That's why my life is this way. You use kind words, the same words you would use towards somebody who was going through a difficult time and they needed inspiration. No, not necessarily. You see, when we talk about the meaning of it, thank you. I got where you're coming from. But that's not really what it... You ever sit in school, some teachers will tell you what you're reading is not what you're interpreting it as. Tarot, you interpret it as whatever. That's why sometimes when people are reading tarot, you say, how she's saying this and she's saying this. What do you say? What you see when you're looking at the mirror? You see a 10 or you see a 5? I watched an interview yesterday. This guy talking about, oh, I'm a 5. Nigga! That's why I know with some ugly ratchet ass girl. And I think I'm fucking happy. When a bitch is, half on a bitch is ugly, I should fucking say that. When I walk around, I think when I blood clot 5. No, I'm not saying 2 10 should be together. It's a very powerful child that's about to be conceived. But yeah, when I don't even know, when I'm looking at the mirror, when I say 5. 5, you know how much man me accused of cheating? Because them they look good, but they thought they were a 5. Them tick number 5. Sir, you're not blood clot 5. You're seeing girls with 10 with 5s. And you saying them guy they pull them girl there. Don't worry about how them pull them or pushing them. Anyways, what card just came out? The Fool card, did I put it back? The Fool card is the initiation of your journey. You're starting off something. You're getting you to relearn something. You're saying, oh, really? For example, maybe you hear that, for example, maybe you hear say Japan racist. That's why you hear all your life, Japan racist. But getting on, you got Japan and it was the best treatment ever. You're like, what, all these years, this is what me hear, this is what me read. You only, yeah, just like a For You page, every time you like something what you like comes up. I mean, I don't know why YouTube keep a fucking advertise Huggies in the newborn size to me. Me never click nothing with kids. I mean, I have no kids. So why you keep a advertise? You see what they're trying to do to me? Baby fever. I have no baby fever. My fever comes from my immune system dropping below its usual active rate. That's the only fucking fever I have. Anyways, the Fool card. We also have the World card. Now the World card ends the tarot. So we have the beginning and the end. The Alpha and the Omega. Alpha and Omega. The Alpha and Omega, yeah. The Fool card starts the journey. You go through the journey. The Fool card is the end of the journey. You just start the relationship. How did the relationship end? Did you end up being with the person? Understanding them, falling more in love with them? To me, you're supposed to fall in love with somebody day by day. If you're there with a man for 7 years, but getting the 7th year is supposed to be the most in love. That's how I see love. Someone on top would say, you just met me. I only been talking to this person for this amount of time, and oh, they're so emotional. Yeah, because day by day, them supposed to fall in love with you. You think you're going to date a girl, and then after 3 years, you're going to wake up one day and say, I love her. That's not how real love supposed to go. That's not how real terror supposed to go. You meet a man today and you're there with him for 7 years. The end of the 7 years, you're supposed to say, this is the most in love me ever been with this man. And if it's not like, if the more you don't grow in the relationship, the more you don't love him more and more and more and more and more, then that's magic. Scorpio, we're doing your reading, aren't we? The beginning and the end. Maybe you never been with the guy. You wasn't with the girl. But what the relationship teach you? Don't miss red flags from the beginning. If them say something from the beginning, stick to it. What did it tell you? Did it teach you how insecure you were? Did it teach you to love yourself more at the end of it? Because this is the beginning, this is the end. And of course, in the beginning of a relationship, you don't show you don't show all emotions. But no, the ending before the end of the relationship is happening, and they've seen every emotion that you felt like you could give them. So, did you come back a good person or a mean person? Scorpio, I'm getting something about magic. Maybe you're learning about magic. Maybe somebody can show you. I think somebody was supposed to teach you how to do magic. I think part of the reason why your magic may be very, very potent, Scorpio, is because you've never been documented. So you can do something what everybody else, whoever since them was born and had documents on them, never had. This could also mean nobody really know what your birth chart looks like. Me getting birth charts them have were made. It was given, even if it meant going into a hospital and paying them to create a birth document for you. That's the birth chart you have. Maybe that's what saved you. Me getting nobody know your real chart. Nobody knows your time of birth. So maybe you have a group of people that do magic on you and not now blood clot work. The angel keep a save you. Why? Can you imagine the movie about the tarot reader who read birth charts and read futures, but she did not know her own birth chart? Sounds close to home. Let's continue the reading. The beginning and the end. Continue reading. Yeah, we have the Emperor. So the Emperor is usually what, the fourth card? No, the third to fourth card in the, yeah, the Emperor is the third to fourth card in the major arcana. Yeah. So you start the relationship as a girl, innocent boy. You start the job as an innocent. What did the job teach you? Where you come back knowing? Come getting after something you graduated as the Emperor. You know the Emperor. You know what me getting? Me getting your escape with terror. You completed a terror. So the terror, a lot of people don't complete them cycle, them terror. Them will get stuck at the death card. People never move on after grieving. People never move on after something fell apart. Them just live them life in isolation and never had kids. Some people life stop at this, which means you found reverence, you found salvation. Maybe you start go to the church, but you stop at the church. You didn't pass the church. You were supposed to pass. You have to make it to the world. But getting you, Scorpio, have successfully. Maybe you're the first person to ever do this. Me getting you complete the tarot. Me literally getting something like this, puffing from a book or a tarot deck, as in the cycle complete. Now when the cycle completes, they'll start over again. You know, like when you watch a movie and the movie finish and everything happen and you say at the end something will shock you and know it's a sequel. That's what the terror is. You're the devil. Some people stop here. Them only stayed in marriages where them husband fuck on them. And for the rest of them life, in them head, in them story is, I had to forgive my cheating husband multiple times. You were supposed to beat the devil. You never beat the devil. That's why you stay with him. That's why the devil card representation is a chain with two people attached. And he must say you're not going nowhere. You say you're not going nowhere. That's what you stop at the devil card. The devil card is how much? The devil card is 15. The devil card at 15. You were supposed to make it to 22. So now your journey is, and maybe you were somebody who was great in life. You were having things, you meet a man in a relationship and the man control you. For example, Whitney Houston. Bobby Brown outlived she and her daughter. You don't think Bobby Brown was the devil? Beautiful. Here we go on now, my love. You know, I will never let you go, my love. Beautiful. Here we go. Right? That was her devil. If she left him, don't you think she'd have her life? You think her daughter would still be alive if she leave that man? That was her devil. Some people stop at the devil. Them say, listen, me here, me married, me have house, car and land, we have kids. Brody, if him a cheat, me just have to learn to deal with my emotions. Cause this can't left. Yo, me no want to be with this girl anymore, but she have kids, she live with me. Me can't divorce her, me can't think about breaking up with her. Me have to find a way for cheat. You never beat the devil. You were supposed to go to 16. 16 was the angel. You stop at 15. And that was your life. As a working class, high value man with a woman. And because even if you say in your life that you is a high value working class man who believe that you can have it all, you will still be faced with the devil. You cannot say because you're a high class working class man and you have options, you can choose anything you want. You still have to face blood clot judgment like everybody else who don't have a choice. Like that simp who is spending $25 on that she's OnlyFans subscription, you're going to have a choice. That is Fiend Devil. So again, yeah, and with the Emperor, you came out the Emperor, you beat it. So now you're starting over the same book with higher XP. It's like a video game. You were at 1 XP, you complete a cycle. So now when you meet young guys and young girls and them say, oh, you're not sure how you know these things. I have been through the terror. And you may not know this, but a Capricorn literally, they take my name, some ornaments, and one tarot deck, and light a fire. So I don't know what ritual this was about tarot. I'm getting something about tarot, but a death card. So either tarot going mad you, tarot going suck the life out of you, tarot going ultimately lead to your death. Maybe somebody's supposed to use it as a channel. That's it. You're used as a channel. You're not real. You don't have real emotions. That what you feel is a channel. The channel like a blood clot. Talk back to you soon. Here we go again. We have the King of Wands. We also have the Hermit card, and we also have the 9 of Wands. I'm getting you're going to find out who was. I'm getting a Leo has been using an identity. You might even find out it was your own brother. I'm getting the man who has been using your. It could be an ex. Could be an ex-boyfriend. You live with him, you sleep with him take pictures of your ID, every single thing, like him been doing all of that. I'm getting your true identity has been given to this man. And I'm getting this man has been living very lavishly on your identity or on the wealth that he has gained because you have been the channel. I'm getting all that all come crumbling down soon. Let me get one of these. I did not start today with those. Yeah, the 8 of Cups. Oh, also, what makes you susceptible to magic in a negative way? Alcohol. You're an alcohol drinker. That's, yeah. You're way more. So, ain't no motherfucking alcohol hole. Can't tell me, say she put witchcraft on me, or tell me, say, yeah, I'm a stronger magician. No, the fuck you ain't, sweetie. Your magicians need to appear the words AAA. That's what the fuck your wand need to do. Alcohol make you more susceptible to magic. Also, drugs. Drugs make you way, way, way more susceptible to magic. Let's get some of these, Scorpio. I'm sorry, I wanted to take it off, but I just feel so comfortable. See, wear something that... Look what it said. It says, wear something that makes you feel comfortable. Yeah, man, we're just comfortable. So I'm not really take it off. Let me get something else for you. Take a walk. Notice sound and feel each step. Do not walk with headphones. Notice every single ghetto ash on your sidewalk when you're walking. Notice everything. Walk outside and say, You don't say this is a ghetto. I don't even hear birds singing. This is some ghetto ass shit. Can you imagine you wake up in the morning walking through your neighborhood, you're hearing rat-ta-ta-ta, no birds. You don't hear no little while, no little, you know. You don't hear nothing, okay? So I'm getting walk and notice, feel each step your body weight carry. Just smell outside, smell how polluted your city is, or how fresh it is. And remember, if you want to be fresh, stay fresh with Febreze. Let's get one of these, 2 of these, 4 of these. Look at these and leave it here. We have mental health, yeah. And ultimately, magic deteriorated mental health. Look what happened to Britney Spears. And you should say, no, she was a pop star. All being a pop star, she was the biggest. She had kids. Now look at her life. She locked up in a house and take away the kids from her, manipulate the kids and tell the kids say how she's a mad woman. Like she was used. It could be also something about signing your life away. Your life was signed away, or it was signed to something. I'm getting a Scorpio or the 13th or the death card. Yeah, evil. Yeah, something was signed the fuck away, or you have been used for a very diabolical evil shit. Mental health evil. You could just be used as a sacrifice. The 13th card is death. Maybe your story was supposed to be a very beautiful girl who had everything and you're so gifted and all of these things, but you commit suicide. Mental health and evil. I sing a song for you and all the things you do. And they were all yellow. Yellow could also mean hepatitis. Somebody might be hep infected, or they have yellow eyes. They were all yellow. Isn't yellow for mental health? Isn't yellow, the yellow ribbon is for suicide? The same yellow ribbon that's always on Toronto police cars, the back of the police cars, yellow, a yellow bow, a yellow ribbon, mental health. Is this something about a police officer? Something about a police officer and a suicide. Or a police officer and somebody death was a hoax. We have Aquarius. We have endings. We have Lilith. Yeah, Adam's first wife. Somebody was the first one. Somebody else came in as a clone, or they came in as a second. Because I'm getting you were banished, blacklisted, or you were literally deleted. That's like a hacker have the power for go in a Jamaican systems and delete a passport file. This is what we're talking about. Me getting the demon where you can summon, or the hackers you're dealing with, they can hack the Jamaican passport and citizenship. Lord God, I'm probably gonna do it now. Hack it and go in there and delete a passport from that system and say you never ever came there. They can also go to Registrar General, go hack them blood clot servers and delete your birth documents. Me getting that is who you're up against. So you better hope say me don't know what me not Ross. Me don't know what the fuck is this. Is love? Love, nigga. Love, Brody. Love. This is fucking love. Brody. So yeah, say all of this. The man was like, I love that girl so much, I'm gonna fake her death so I can have her all to myself. What? It's so like Google. This is fucking Google. It was love at first. Yeah, ever since I saw her uploading her first selfie, I said she was gonna be my wife. What the fuck? Love. This is not what love is. Are you increasingly more in love with her? But as the years went by, as the torment went up, let me tell you something to women. We need to be careful, especially when talking about a man with money. Let me tell you something. A man with money might be good, but you need to know that a man with money, usually they're masochistic. They like to inflict pain. They like to have sex with you when you cry. They like to see you down and out and begging them for help, or you're in a tough situation and your back is against the wall, so now their balls can be against your face. Be careful. Some of them are masochistic, like evil. Love at first sight, that's not love. Love don't harm you. Love don't bully you. Love don't tell you for change. That's not what love is. You might mix up love for loyalty, or you mix up love to say if somebody has been around long enough and they have seen me at my worst, or they have helped me go through situations, that is love. That's not what love is. That's a commitment. Just like how you have to show up for your job every day, whether you like it or not. You don't love your job, do you? Can't me talk about you, me not talk for myself, me not talk about for myself. I love what I do. Some people don't love what them do. You have to show up, whether you're sick, whether you're upset with your boss or not. Yeah, you mean just like how your mother had to show up? Or the government would have locked her fucking ass up for neglect? Half of these mothers would abandon you if it wasn't a criminal charge. You should know that. That's why there's ultimately resentment issues against your mother, your father, your parents. Even though they were there, even though I raised you for 15 years and this is how you treat me. Yeah, because you never loved me, Dad. You never fucking told me you were proud of me. You never fucking showed. All you did was fucking curse. Curse, I've been motherfucking here helping your motherfucking mother paying bills. You don't think that's love? That is not love. That is a commitment. That is saying I will show up every day, regardless if me in love or not. That is not love. When you're in love with somebody, I'm telling you, the more you're with them is more. That's why if you're there with a man for 7 years and he did not propose to you, I don't know what you're waiting on. He will never. Usually you fall in love the more you're with somebody. You don't go out with them and say them nice and see where it goes, and after 3 months you ask yourself if I'm in love. That is not what love is. Love don't have a time. When your mother have you as a baby, she don't have a reason for love you. She just got drugged up, cut open, her pussy big, she bleed. She don't have a reason for love you, but she know that the commitment, what she just got through for 9 months, she can't throw that away. She know that. So I don't know what this is, but I'm just saying, I don't know what kind of child you were. This could also be, maybe there's something about high priestesses, the difference, how you can tell some of them is really good and some of them isn't. The ones who were born from natural births are more, I don't give a fuck what type of level you are in witchcraft, what type of level you are in magician. You cannot be stronger than a magician who came out C-sectioned. If your mother had you by natural birth and you're a witch, you're a magician, you cannot overpower. Even if you know how for the spell will wear off. Because the other magician or the other one who you're trying to do it against, they did not come out by a vaginal canal. It was cut. Blood was drawn. Your mother, blood was drawn. Them cut her. That's what's the sacrifice. That's your blood sacrifice. The elites will tell you all the time. They don't make their... Why you think so much women bounce back so fast? Because they did not have vaginal births. When you have a vaginal birth, that's a different blood clot healing, you know. And elites will, when them kids born, they will make sure the kids born by a C-section. Now, the doctors who are stitching up that C-section are great. Some of these, I've worked in pharmacy in my past, and I've seen women's C-sections that still open or oozing 30 years later because the doctors did not stitch it properly. Or it left a terrible scar on them. It wasn't like a little nip tuck. It was a terrible scar. Bitches get breast and ass all the time. You see them with scar? But look what your doctor did to you. I'm going to leave it here. December. I'm getting a cold body on ice. Or anytime the room is cold, I'm getting a dead bodies around. Something is around. I'm going to leave it here, Scorpio. Until next time, bye.